Hey, there I am. Welcome back to part two. That Rex. He's still learning how to deal with outer space. Um, hey, we're going to talk on the second part. The first part, we talked about how to feel, what the feeling of feeling good is. Um, and this part, this second half, we're going to talk about, well, how do you get there? And we've chosen, uh, after much experiment and modifying, three basic, powerful tools of the way how we humans naturally have learned since time began all around the world. And the first one is curiosity. Oh, by the way, it got hot in here, so I took off that red shirt. Um, the first one's curiosity. Why is that so powerful? Because you're opening up a new portal. You don't know what's behind the curtain. You're willing to pull it back and see what the story is. Hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But what we were working on was, what if we surrounded ourselves with what we loved as much as we could, at least in our own environment, our home space? And so that's been the big question that we've been curious about. And so one of those things that I wanted to surround myself with, that I wanted to be with the Kuriosity Lab with, was being in nature. Because nature is the mother of all systems. There's so much to learn. And when I was a young man, I actually lived in nature in Vermont, and I loved it. And this is before the internet days. And so when I was up there, my nearest neighbor was 9/10 of a mile away. And I just had me to deal with. And watching my mind go up and down, I just learned a lot. And so that felt so good. I love being there. It just made me feel relaxed, at ease, and in rhythm, and got through some winters there. Um, I remember the first April, 11 out of the first 12 days, because we lived up in the mountains in Vermont, which aren't very high, snowed. You had to make some adjustments. Um, so it still worked. The overall experience is now why I'm back. We live on 44 acres of beautiful farmland and forest. Um, and it's the best thing I did ever done. Lived out here now 5 years, got through 5 winters. And so it all started from curiosity. And um, what is it, if you go by the premise of that surrounding yourself with what you love is a really healthy and positive thing, um, then you can try it out too. Um, and the way is, you do it in small steps. You know, go to a new neighborhood, okay, or a new park. Get relaxed. Take it easy. You don't have to have the pressures on that are on you all the time. Take a break. You know, go to a museum or a movie or hang out with a friend and just shoot the, you know what. So it's working. It also works because I love fires, and I have a wood heat stove with a glass window, and I love chopping wood. Um, and I love the incredible quiet. I mean, it really gets quiet here. You can hear every thought, or you can tune into the universe here. So it works. And I have, every time I've tried it, surrounding myself with, we've built a greenhouse. I love greenhouses, sitting in 20-degree weather in your greenhouse, and it's 70 degrees there with a bitter wind. It's pretty neat. So, what is it what would you be curious about? Um, how would you surround yourself? Because I've had lots of years to surround myself and done lots of experiments and modifications. Always hasn't worked smoothly, for sure. What question would you, if you asked that same question, what would be something that would just put a little smile on your face? What's a minor Ferris Bueller moment? And that's curiosity. And it just opens things up. There are many, many health benefits to it. It's a use it or lose it proposition. We're given this at birth, and it's if we don't strengthen it, it just withers away. Um, and you've seen a lot of old people who that's what's happening. So, curiosity is the first tool. And Albert Einstein said, never lose a holy curiosity. Um, and we can get into that more deeply. And one of my favorite other phrases is, if you're bored, try curiosity. There's no cure for curiosity. Anyway, the second one is about play.